Seeing with our eyes versus seeing with our hearts. On a beautiful Sunday afternoon, I was walking to my regular afternoon spirituality discussion group. It was a beautiful late winter day. There was a hint of spring in the air, and that filled my heart with gladness. The sun's rays were getting much stronger, and the warmth on my face was sweet nectar for my soul. My route to the discussion group's meeting place brought me by one of Ottawa's many museums, and being a Sunday afternoon, it was a popular destination and attraction for families. As I passed in front of this museum, a young family exited the grand front entrance. I did not see them, as I was so focused on the beautiful warmth of the sun against my skin, but I knew from the sounds emanating from this family that there was a mother, a father, and two young children, both girls. The two young girls were bubbly and vivacious in their jubilant giggling and playfulness. One girl said to the other in an excited tone, "Let's race to the car," to which her sister, I presume, replied, "You're on." "Daddy, Daddy," said one of the girls, "can you say 'ready, set, go' for us?" "Sure," their father replied in an equally playful tone. "Ready, set, go." And off the girls raced towards their car in the parking lot. I was still so overjoyed with the beautiful day, somewhat lost in a euphoric splendor, that I was still only listening to the girls playing. I had not yet looked to actually see with my eyes how the scene was unfolding. I could, however, continue to listen with my ears and my heart. As the girls raced toward their car, one of the girls was obviously winning the race. The girl lagging behind began to call out, "Wait for me, wait for me," to which the girl winning the race replied, "No way, you always win," and both just kept on giggling. I became more and more in tune to the girls' playfulness, but I still did not turn to look in their direction to see with my eyes what was unfolding. I continued to enjoy the scene through the senses of my ears and my heart. My ears were giving me the audible elements of the scene, and my heart was adding all the joy and playfulness that these two little girls were gifting me, bringing me back to my own childhood and the wonderful memories of playing out in the front yard with friends. At this point, one of the girls reached the car and sang out, "I win! I win!" giggling rambunctiously. And her sister, still in pursuit, yelled out, "No fair! You pushed me!" Both of the girls were still giggling. My ego senses got the better of me, and I turned to finally lay my eyes on the scene that had played itself out in my ears and my heart. What greeted me was a beautiful lesson in what we learn depending on what senses we see with. The little girl who had arrived at the car first was your ordinary-looking girl, 2 legs, 2 arms, etc. The little girl who was just arriving at the finish line was a paraplegic in a wheelchair. Both were joyful, bubbly, exuberant, and playful little girls. But when I saw with my eyes, my ego, the little girl in the wheelchair, the entire scene that had just played out in front of me took on a whole new screenplay. I started to pity the little girl in the wheelchair, and I created this elaborate story in a millisecond about how this little girl's life must be difficult, trying, and full of hardships. When I saw the scene with my egoic eyes, none of the previous joy was present. The experience was a valuable lesson for me that when I look at any situation through the eyes of the body, the egoic mind, judgment is almost always present, and this judgment clouds reality. Looking at the situation through the eyes of the heart brings only peace, joy, and love. May we all learn to look upon life through the eyes of the heart, for in that vision is our freedom and eternal peace.